This is our 2012 Honda CRF250X project bike. The reason that we've selected this bike as a project is because it really has a lot of features that make it a great bike, but it's one of those bikes that's sort of been forgotten about, overlooked by the media in the past decade since it was introduced, and there's still a lot to like about this bike. We tend to fall over and crash a lot, so one of the things we needed to do with the Honda was take care of the radiators. Honda radiators get tacoed out pretty easily. They don't have any sort of bracing that comes stock, so we ordered a set of MSR aluminum radiator braces. These went on very quickly. They're super durable, and I have dropped the bike a few times on its side and I haven't seen any issues with them giving way or allowing the radiators to be damaged. We actually suffered a little bit of damage before we installed them, so it's pretty obvious that if you get a new bike or if you've got a bike that has radiators in good shape, you're going to want to keep them that way, and this is a nice option. One of the weaknesses that Honda has on its 250X is that it doesn't come with the stock engine guard. What we did is we ordered an aluminum full engine skid plate. This is also an MSR product. It's kind of funny, it comes with all the components needed, but the directions are very vague. I had to do a little bit of shuffling things around just to get the 4 clamps to fit in the right position. So aside from that minor issue, the thing has been awesome. It's rock solid. The welds have held up. I was a little concerned about the welds because they're pretty rough looking, but in all, I have a ton of confidence with this thing because I really like to smash across rocks, logs, deep ruts, and this is definitely allowing me to do that without feeling bad about smashing frame rails and potentially damaging the bottom of the engine. That's pretty much all we've done so far for protecting the bike, but it could use a little help in performance also. The first thing we've done is take an Applied Racing block-off kit and installed it. And basically what it does is remove all of your smog equipment so that you don't have any of that restrictive hardware sort of choking up the bike. We made a quick change to the Countershaft Sprocket. This is a 13-tooth Countershaft Sprocket as opposed to the stock 14. By reducing that size, it's basically like adding a real big sprocket on the rear. So we have a lot more torque, we have more snap off the bottom, and this really has been one of my favorite things. This Countershaft Sprocket is super cheap. By adding this, I can now ride in second all the time, still do logs and rocks and have enough power to get over obstacles, and it also pulls third down the trail much better. So this has been a really cheap and great addition to this project. We're going to be addressing a few more things with this bike before we're finished with it. The Honda needs a little bit of attention with tires. They're getting worn out. The chain is not really a high quality chain. It's starting to stretch. I also have an air fuel mixture screw, which I'm going to install on the carburetor. That should help tune it a little bit as we're out here riding around in the hills. But so far so good. Super pumped on the MSR hard parts catalog, and it's a good option for someone who's on a budget and likes to get everything in one stop.